Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today's video is part of a farmhouse playlist. I'll have more on that in just a bit, but for now, let's jump into the projects. DIY number 1. So I have these beautiful rub-on transfers from Amazon. They will be in my storefront, which is linked down below. And then I got these farm animals from Walmart. They were like $1.48 or something. And then this huge 12 by 24 burlap canvas from Hobby Lobby for like $5 on clearance. So I took my Waverly antique wax and I went over the animals, and now I'm taking my plaster chalk paint and I'm doing a very heavy dry brushing over it. So now I'm going to pick out the pieces from the transfers that I want, and I'm going to start by adding the pig to the very center of my a canvas here. And then of course I'll follow that with the cow underneath and then the chicken on top. Once those are all secured, I'm just going to take the rub-on transfers that I picked out and I am going to add them to the canvas. Now I did the Farm Fresh on the top, and then I did Farmer's Market and some little florals down on the bottom. And then I just added a couple other floral pieces on either side of the animals, as you will see. Now, I didn't know you could use these rub-on transfers on the canvas, so I asked some of my sweet friends, and they confirmed that I could. And C from CJ DIY, she uses them apparently on everything. And I do remember seeing her use them on some pillow covers. So I will link her channel down below. She is amazing and one of my very good friends here on YouTube. So now I'm taking some of the thicker jute cording that I got from Amazon. It was an oops buy, but it worked out great for this project. So guess it all happens for a reason, right? So I'm just going to go around the top part of this canvas and make sort of a frame, if you will, with this jute cording. Once that's done, I have this ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby. This was the last of it. I got it on clearance for like 74 cents or something ridiculous. So it's not wired, but I did just make a like shoestring bow, and then I dovetailed the ends of the bow, and that's it for this one. I am absolutely in love with this piece. I can't wait to hang it up in our brand new kitchen. I'll be sharing more on that in the next week or so. But for now, let me know what you guys think of this one. So this video is part of the farmhouse collab I am in with all of these amazing crafters. Can you believe I'm in this collab with these ladies? I can't. Anyway, I absolutely love everybody in this collab. I was so honored to be asked to join, and I will have all of their channels as well as the playlist in my description box down below. So when you're done watching my video, head on down and check everybody else's video out. You're going to be amazed. Okay, DIY number 2. I have this wood blank I got from Michaels, and this rice paper that I got from my Victorian Heart. She's always linked in my description box down below, so make sure you go check out her website. Has everything, and she's amazing. So I used my white Waverly chalk paint and rich black from Folk Art, and I painted the entire piece with the white chalk paint, and now I am just going over the very far ridge of this piece of wood, and I am painting that in the black to start with. And you did see me, like, I tore the edges of that rice paper because I didn't want those sharp, harsh lines, and you'll see more about why I did it that way in just a bit. Once that's done, I'm taking my rice paper, I lined it up where I wanted it, and now I am going to take some Mod Podge and I am going to secure it to this piece of wood. Now, if you've never worked with rice paper, but you've worked with napkins or tissue paper, this is a totally different ball game. There are very few, you have to put a lot of Mod Podge on this to get wrinkles. So you just put, you know, a decent amount because it's a little bit thicker than a napkin or tissue paper. And then you just push it down and there's no wrinkles, hardly ever. So anyways, now I'm taking some more of that black, the rich black from Folk Art, and I'm going around where the edge of the picture is to outline it. And then I am going to take one of those chippy brushes from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go around that top rim of the picture all the way around and do just a dry brushing just on the edge. I'm not going over the picture at all. I just didn't want to. So, and then where I painted that black rim, I just went just above it so that it almost looked like I was like messing up a little bit on that center part. I know it's hard for me to describe, but I love how this came out. So now I'm taking Mod Podge and I'm going over the entire piece so that it A, like, seals it in, and B, everything looks the same as far as the sheen. And that's it for this one. I am so in love with this piece as well. I am pretty sure we're doing like the chicken rooster thing in the kitchen. So hence the roosters and the chickens in today's video. But anyway, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think. So I wanted to let you know I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link if you would like to support my channel that way. But either way, stop on by my social medias and say hi. I would love to hear from all of you. DIY number 3. So I have this wood round I got from Michaels. It's got like the different colored woods. I love this piece. I actually have 2 of them I'm doing. I got these stencils sent to me from Essential Stencils. I will have a coupon code down below if you are interested. They have stencils and brushes and rub-on transfers, and their stuff is like high quality. So go check them out. I love this one. And I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge stencil person because I feel like I always mess it up, but I didn't with these. They're just you wait. So I started out with the elephant and the rich black folk art. I did not use the rich black, but I'm using elephant right here, and I'm going over all 3 of these animals with the elephant chalk paint. Once I got the stencil pulled off, I just took my heat gun to dry that, and now I'm putting on this farm to table stencil, and I'm just putting it right over it. Now I wish I had lowered the stencil a little bit, but it still looks fantastic. So I'm taking the white Waverly chalk paint, and I am doing the words in that color. Once that's done and dried, I have some of these eucalyptus stems from Temu, and I'm taking 4 of them, and I'm just going to, I have 2 facing one way, 2 facing the other. I'm taking some twine and wrapping it around the stem so that it holds it all together. And I'll just put a little dab of hot glue on the back to hold the jute in place. Then I have this ribbon I got from Michaels on 90% clearance a couple of years ago. I think it's gorgeous. And it was for Christmas. Go figure. But anyways, so I'm taking 3 strips. I made one long and then cut the other 2 shorter. And I'm sorry, I don't know the measurements. I didn't measure. I just kind of cut. So I'm just going to make 3 loops. So I'm just hot gluing the ends together, and I'm doing that 3 times. Then I'm going to make sure that the seams are in the back, and I'm going to stack them on each other, and then take a little bit of my jute, and I am going to tie it in the center. So I'm making a bow that does not have any tails. Now, of course, I'm taking another piece, folding it in thirds, and I'm going to wrap it around the center to cover the jute twine. So I'm just putting that aside, and I am going to work on the bottom part. So I'm going to hot glue the eucalyptus stems to the bottom and then the bow to the top. And then I pull out some of my solo wood flowers. I was going to use some of the flowers from the burlap flowers from the Dollar Tree, but I didn't like the little, like the gem thing that they have in the center. I don't know, I got to do something about that, but I just did not like it. But anyways, so now I'm taking my IOD stamps I also got from my Victorian Heart, and I am just using my ink pad. I'm going to add a little bit of ink, and then I am going to dab it on that. And I kind of went a little stamp crazy with this. You're going to have to let me know what you think. I love it. In the end, I love it. I was kind of regretting it when I finished, but anyhow, here we go. So I am just going to take, I just thought it was too bare. I don't know. Anyway, so I am taking this stamp and I'm going to add it all around this whole wood round. And I do get some on the white paint. That was intentional, but then I didn't like it, so I ended up going back over it with some of the white paint, which you can see right here. But overall, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, DIY number 4. I have another one of those wood rounds. So I was trying something new here. I'm not sure if it was a fail or not. I think overall it wasn't, but so I'm taking this Mod Podge and some of these paint inlays from IOD. Now I was asking around to all of my YouTube friends, and I ended up finding Favi from Arrows DIY did something similar to this. Hers came out amazing. Mine came out amazing too, but the process was not as amazing as hers. So I used Mod Podge instead of paint, and then I put the paint inlay down. So you lay it down, and once you get it where you want it, you're pushing it down to get all of the wrinkles out, or as many of the wrinkles as you can. And then you take a damp cloth and kind of go over everything again to try to get as many wrinkles out as you can. Now I went a little Mod Podge crazy and did the whole thing, and I shouldn't have, because obviously this paper wasn't as big as the wood round. So I'm just wiping it off for now, but you do still see it in the end, or once I take the paper off. So what you do is you spritz it. Once it's dried completely, you spritz it, and then you can peel off the paper. Now typically with the paint, it comes right off, it peels right off, and you can reuse these things. I didn't have that luck with this. It ended up ripping, so I got kind of frustrated and just ripped the whole thing off. So I am not going to be able to use this piece again because it came off pretty much in strips. And that's okay, you know, there was a learning curve, live and learn, all of that good stuff. So I ended up with a beautiful piece in the end. So yes, would I have loved to have used this inlay again? Absolutely, but it's not the end of the world that I can't. So I'm showing you all of this because the struggle was real and I want to share it with you. So, but yeah, I do end up just tearing it all apart, as you'll see right here.
Look at us now, look how it turned out. Look what it came to be, look how we burned out.
So as you can see there, there's still some white on the rooster itself, and that was because it was still wet apparently. But anyway, so I'm taking more of these stamps, and I am just trying to, because there's like that harsh ending where the paper was, so I'm just trying to blend in as much as I can with the stamps that match this paint inlay very well. So I think, like I said, in the end, it came out just lovely, as you can see right there. So now I have this braided, like, cording from Hobby Lobby. It's amazing, guys, and they have multiple colors, so I got one of each. But anyways, they were 40% off, so anyhow. So I'm taking the black one, and I'm going to go all around this wood round with this braided cording. Then I'm going to take that same ribbon and I'm going to make a double bow with that. And with this one, I'm just going to, like, I find the center. I cut two pieces, one shorter than the other. I found the center on both, and then I do the awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the center, take the twine and tie it off. And then you can see my little piece right there that I'm going to use to cover the jute twine once the bow is secured. Oh, and as you can see here, I do dovetail the ends. Now, they were still a little bit long, so what I did was I ended up like bending them and forming them so they looked like they were like wavy. You'll see what I mean in just a second. So once my bow is created, I am going to take a piece of greenery that I had. I'm just going to cut some of the leaves off, and I tie 4 of them together just to kind of hold it together. And then I'm going to add that right under the bow. So I'll hot glue this in place, and then I'll hot glue the bow on top of it. And that's it for this one. I did cover it with Mod Podge like you just saw. And that's it. I absolutely love this piece so much. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, DIY number 5. I have this tray I got from Hobby Lobby, and I am taking my plaster chalk paint. See, I got it for $7.49, and I just painted the entire piece with the plaster chalk paint. Now I have these little pig rub-on transfers I got from Amazon. They are in my storefront, which is linked down below. And I cut out the pieces that I want. And now I'm taking that same cording ribbon and I'm gonna go around like where the base is on this tray. And I am just adding this cording all the way around the like perimeter of the tray.
Look at us now, look how it turned out. Look what it came to be, look how we burned out. Look how I wasted your time, look how you wasted mine. You say you always be mine.
Now, once that's done, I'm going to take my rub-on transfers that I cut out, and I am going to just start placing them on my tray. Now, I know most of these were like the chicken or rooster. I don't know. Is it a chicken? Is it a rooster? I think it's a rooster. Might be just a chicken. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just adding the rub-on transfers. And they're actually kind of like, you do rub them, but they're also like little stickers. Like some of them you don't really have to rub that hard. But anyway, I absolutely think this is super adorable, even though it's a pig and not a chicken / rooster. But here it is. I love this so much. I actually have another one of these trays, but it's a little bit bigger, so stay tuned for that one. But let me know what you guys think of this one. I love it. So I want to thank all of the amazing ladies in this farmhouse collaboration. I am so honored to be in this collaboration with all of you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out with YouTube. It lets them know that you enjoy my content and they will push it out for others to enjoy as well. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you next time.